Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday night and I'm back again. It's time for your Saturday theme quiz. How are you all doing? Have you all recovered from the trauma that was Wednesday's quiz? My goodness, that was a right old palaver, wasn't it? The good news, if you played along on Wednesday and had any problems, is that we did a massive corporate event the next day and all of those issues were supposedly solved. So happy days, happy days. Let's have a look over on the feed. First of all, good evening to those of you that are joining for the first time. My name is Mark. I will be your quiz master tonight. I've been doing these quizzes since lockdown came in March, and we're going to be doing it for a little while yet. Tonight's quiz, before I go to the feed, is a very British quiz. Everything and anything about the greatest of countries, my country, Great Britain. And I've dug out the old Bowie t-shirt for this evening. So here we are then. Wana gets the imaginary bonus point and Mihai is fuming because he often gets in even before me, but I managed to beat him tonight. So well done to Wana for being first on the feed and getting that imaginary bonus point, which she can accumulate with her other imaginary bonus points, and then she can get any imaginary gift she likes with them when she has enough points. Yes, she can. So good evening, Mihai, Dana, Craig and Jen. Now, a few people have said, oh, this is a bit unfair because if you're in England, if you're in Scotland, if you're in Wales, you've probably got a bit of an advantage. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Just like if you've read Harry Potter and you do the Harry Potter quiz, you've got an advantage there. It's just the subject matter, okay? It's not like we do the same theme every week. We change it up all the time. And what I've tried to do is come up with cool, interesting, fun questions which will test even the Brits amongst you. So, Jen, yes, you're an American, but you're living in the Great Britain, the great country that is Britain. So you might have ever such a slight advantage tonight. But who knows? Who knows? You know, it's all trivia at the end of the day. Let's just see if Bula knows his British stuff. We'll get onto that in a bit. Right, let's have a look at the scores from Wednesday. Now, they were slightly convoluted because we discovered there was a bug, or, well, my quiz discovered there was a bug that they had with their large quizzes, and it was since they did their update. And for whatever reason, this bug affected large quizzes, and it affected anybody that got the first question wrong. It meant that for the rest of the quiz, they couldn't answer anything correctly, even if they were pressing the right buttons. 22 of you suffered with that, and we did give away some extra prizes on Thursday morning on the Lucky Wheel. Hopefully you've all seen that bit of footage that I put out, and you've seen if you won a prize or not. So sincere apologies to you if you struggled, but thank you for sticking with us and still playing along and being so jovial and so nice. I do appreciate it. It did not affect Bula. Bula took yet another win. That's 4 in a row, I think, for Bula, who is cleaning up with the prizes as it stands. And you've got to feel sorry for Arena because she always puts up a massive fight. And she tends to come second an awful lot here. But, you know, could tonight be her night? Aerial Souls, young Catty there, did very well to get third place. And everybody that you can see on the screen there picked up a prize thanks to Jerry's Pizza, handing out pizzas to players in 4th through to 10th. Not bad at all. Just having a look at the numbers as they go up. Quite a few people starting to sign in. Right, we will head over to the London 2012 Olympics and some Team GB action for you behind me as we quickly talk about the point scoring. The point scoring has stayed the same for a little while. It did change a few weeks back and we've kept it as it is. So on your screens tonight as you play, you'll have a load of different types of questions that pop up. It's very simple to work out how to answer them. You've just got to try and get the correct answer. Simple as that. If you get it correct, each question is worth 3 points. If you get it wrong, get a big fat 0. We have 3 questions, one near the middle, one in the beginning, one near the middle, one towards the end, right at the end. They are multiple answer questions. It will be 1 question with 3 possible answers out of 5 possible options that you're given. Get them all, you get 9 points. Get 2 of them, you get 3 points. Get just 1 of them, which you should do, because 3 out of 5 you should get 1. You'll get a big fat 0, I'm afraid. We don't reward you for getting that. So 3 gets you 9, 2 gets you 3, 1 gets you 0. 10 seconds to answer the normal questions, although we have allocated a couple of extra seconds on questions that might require a slight bit more reading or thought or whatever, and we give 15 seconds for the multiple answer questions. No speed bonus, that's what you want, that's what we're sticking with, and we have got a few variations on questions. We have first letter questions. I don't know if I've got any of those in tonight, but if we have first letter questions, quite simply, the 4 multiple options will only have 1 letter. You've got to know the correct answer and know what that letter begins with and click on that. We have open-ended questions where a keyboard will appear on your screen and you've just got to tap whatever the answer might be. Do pay attention to your screens because it will tell you quite specifically how many digits or letters there should be in your answer. So for example, if we ask for the initials of somebody, it will say clearly, please enter a 2-letter answer here. If we ask you for a year, it will say quite clearly, please enter a 4-digit number here. Do pay attention to that and don't try and spell out the full word, because even if you get it right, you will essentially get it wrong. Don't do that to yourself. It's just daft. You don't want to do that. We have got the return of picture answer questions as well. where it will be a question and 4 pictures, and you've just got to click and confirm. Click and confirm on the picture that is the correct answer to the question. Now, it's very important that you remember to confirm, because if you just click on it, it will ask you to confirm. If you don't confirm, it won't accept your answer. Nice and straightforward. Right, we'll leave the Team GB celebrating as they do at the London 2012 Games, the greatest Olympics that ever took place. We'll leave that, and we won't talk about our guest writer this week, because our guest writer is yours truly. Yes, I've written tonight's quiz. We have got some guest writers out there that are working on some quizzes, but I've done it tonight, and we will talk about prizes instead. And it's that ever popular prize. I think this is the most popular prize that we give away, which is maybe disputable, and I'll talk about another prize in a second, but this is one of the best prizes we give away, isn't it? I mean, those of you that have been lucky enough to win this, 200 lei to order from Altarito, the best Mexican restaurant here in Bucharest. It buys you so much food, and you can have a whole evening of, with friends over and what have you. And yeah, 200 lei. If you win tonight, runner-up gets 100 lei. Now, obviously, there is a chance that somebody outside Bucharest will win. I'll try and come up with a little prize that I can send to you if that's the case, and you can nominate somebody that you might know in Romania to receive your prize instead, because, we want to give it away. But let's hope somebody can enjoy this tonight. Winner 200 lei, runner up you get 100 lei. Spot prizes, and they're all proper British, innit? I'm doing my proper accents tonight. Third place this evening will win the London IQ game. It's a trivia game that tests you on your knowledge of London, and obviously teaches you a little bit as well. That will go to whoever is in third place this evening. 10th place. Wow, this is so cool. This is so cool. Tempted to keep it myself because I'm a massive Monty Python fan. I have got a hardback copy of Gilliam-esque by Terry Gilliam. It's his memoirs. And it's just full of his art. As you might know, Terry Gilliam did all of the artwork for Monty Python, both the TV series and all of the movies. He was in all the movies as well. He's one of the greats. He also was here in Bucharest not long ago. I was lucky enough to meet him. Such a nice guy, as is his daughter. She's a lovely lady, and got to hang out with him a little bit on set. It was so cool. Anyway, I waffle on. Gilliam-esque will go to whoever finishes in 10th tonight. 20th, we've never given one of these away, and people have asked for them, so I thought, why not? We've got a Cotswold Cottage 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle to go to the 20th position this evening. Yeah, you will like puzzles, you guys, and so fair enough. There you go, 20th position, Cotswold Cottage puzzle. Now, make your own London landmarks is very cool. It doesn't look very big there, but it's huge, and it's got 5 colourful constructions that you press out and you build. Lovely if you love London, lovely if you've got kids. That will go to 30th position tonight. And then a prize that I know an awful lot of you will want. It is from the TV show Sherlock, starring Benedict Cumberbund, or whatever his name is. Benedict Cumberbatch, I know what his name is. We have got a Sherlock t-shirt, size large, but it, one size fits all as such. That will go to whoever finishes in 40th position tonight. I can show you all of these prizes on screen in a little bit if you want to see them, because I've got them next to me. Lucky Wheel prizes tonight. We will spin twice if you are a gold or a silver Patreon. 2 spins of the wheel. Now, spin number 1, if you're in the UK, you'll probably think, well, that's not much of a prize. But believe me, if you're overseas and you're craving your favourite sweets or your favourite candy or your favourite, luxuries from the UK, this is a big deal. We gave this away a couple of months ago, and I know Timia, who plays along, who will probably be in the feed, and actually she's there right now talking about Life of Brian. I know that she won them, and the envy of people as they saw me handing the bags of sweets over to her. 3 massive bags of Swizzles classic British candy on spin 1, and then spin number 2, because everybody should have an egg cup if you're proper British. We have got one of the most British characters ever, Harry Potter, a Harry Potter egg cup, and a toast cutter set, so you can make the toast look like the little scar upon his head, and then you can dress your egg to look just like Harry Potter. It comes with the little wig that goes on the top of him and everything, and it's even got a little Harry Potter spoon in there as well. That goes to the second winner on our Lucky Wheel tonight. If you're gold, you're on there 3 times. If you're silver, you're on there just the once. And talking of prizes, here's young Sylvia and friend, who enjoyed last night one of the prizes we gave away on Wednesday. Now, because we had a bit of a mess up with the quiz, as we know, we did on Thursday morning very quickly do some lucky spins for those that were affected, the 22 players that were affected. And Sylvia was one of the lucky people whose name came up, and she picked up the 2 invitations to go to the Art and Hobby Studio wine and paint evening. And the feedback that they gave us, as has always been the feedback from this event, was that they had so much fun and they're going to go again. So if if you're ever in Bucharest and you want a bit of an alternative night out, do look up the Art and Hobby Studio. You go along, you get taught how to paint a lovely canvas. You obviously get to take the canvas home, and you get to drink lots of wine and just have a really, really nice time of it. So well done to you guys for winning, and congratulations on having such a fun night out. Right, here I am again back in front of Big Ben and some images of the UK. Let's have a quick look over on the feed where we got to Alina. Hello, Alina. Good evening to you. Right, the correct answer for the first question to avoid any issues. Now, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to presume that everything is right. I have to say, when I did my big corporate quiz the day after, I was so nervous because it was horrible Wednesday night for me, sitting in front of you and watching things fall apart and not being able to control anything, and then to do it for quite an important corporate client. And it couldn't have been a more smooth and perfect quiz that we did for them. It was such a relief. Anyway, Natasha, who's still over in quarantine in Thailand, glad that we can entertain you for a while, just for an hour or so. Christian, good evening to you. Vlad, you've not won a quiz for a while, but we have got some music questions in here tonight that might help you out. Juan is pleased that I'm a guest writer, but I'm a guest writer every week. I write for you on a Wednesday, don't I? But yeah, I do like writing the theme quizzes as well, so I'll be doing it tonight, or I have done it tonight. I'll be doing it for next week's quiz as well. Jen, mentioning Minnesota. Timmy, talking about The Life of Brian, watched it 7 times. Only 7 times. I do a very good Brian's mum impression, but that is for another time. I'm not going to be doing it here, but one of the only impressions I can do is of Brian's mum. Susan over in Tunbridge, yeah, you've got a bank holiday weekend there, and I saw that the weather is atrocious, flooding and what have you down in the southwest. You're in the southeast, so perfect for a British quiz. And Sue, you know, it could be your evening. Who knows? Mr. Cutting Crew is also in my hometown of Tunbridge playing along. Delia, good evening to you, one of our guest writers from the past as well, and a regular quizzer. Lovely to have you playing along with us. So, fingers crossed that everything goes swimmingly for you guys tonight. Sincere apologies for last Wednesday. I can't say it enough. It was just the worst. But tonight, let's just hope that everything's lovely and everything is good. The questions will cover history, geography, arts and culture. We will be talking about etiquette. We will create many arguments, I'm sure. We will talk about TV and British films as well. And let's see if we can find our top British quiz fans this evening. We are ticking over to 8 o'clock and our numbers have risen. We've got loads of people signing in at the last minute, but as always, we can't keep you waiting. If anybody wants to keep me posted on the football scores at the moment, the last I saw it, Arsenal were winning 1-0 against Liverpool. Do feel free to let me know in the feed what the scores are. That would be lovely of you. Right, so it looks like we're in Scotland here. I think we should leave Scotland and maybe head over to our playing screen. Yeah, I think we should. All right. Here we go then. Let's get you started. Have a look at your handsets. I will start you off and I will get you onto your playing screen. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Which of the following is not part of Great Britain? So a nice easy question to kick you off. And here I am with the Royals. Sorry, Kate. There she is. With the Royals. They're all going to watch you tonight. Northern Ireland is the correct answer. So a super easy question to kick you off, just to make sure that everyone gets it, but some of you still didn't. Yes, England, Scotland and Wales make up Great Britain. In order to become the United Kingdom, we include Northern Ireland. Jen into the lead then, 3 points. Family Turp, 3. Dana, 3. James, 3. Right Proper Vlad has 3. And you're all separated simply because Jen answered that one quickest. All the Angels won today at Carl Shorten. That's good. Nice pre-season friendly. Better than that game against Palace. Number 2, Liverpool Airport is named after which famous person? Liverpool Airport is named after which famous person? Thank you, Christian. It's 1-1 if anybody's missing the football. I would imagine you'd rather watch the football than do this. You're probably there doing it. John Lennon is the correct answer. Another relatively easy question for you. 88.1% of you getting that one. Some of you going for Wayne Rooney. I think there would be absolute uproar if Wayne Rooney, the airport was named after him. No, it is John Lennon's airport. And it's got a very, very beautiful statue of him there as well. Slippery Jack, Family Turp, Right Proper Vlad, Jen and the Skinner's Arms are your top 5. Let's see how long we can hold on for 100% record. That's 2 down. We expect it to go a lot higher. Number 3, archaeologists believe that work to build Stonehenge first began approximately when? So a history question for you. Yeah, George, that's the way, mate. Play the quiz. Watch the footy. Right, George, it's on you. And you, Christian. I'd love to know when the goals go in. Thank you very much. So, work on Stonehenge began approximately 3000 BC. I do say approximately because they believe it was around 3100 there or thereabouts. It's very difficult to say. And slightly more difficult question, but still lots of you getting it right. 62.9% outnumbered. Right, proper Vlad, Jen, the Skinner's Arms, and Corneliu are your top 5. All separated by how quickly you're answering, but it's important to get it right as much as it is to answer it quickly. Here's your next question, number 4. Which of these towns in North Yorkshire would you most associate with Bram Stoker's Count Dracula? Scarborough, Ripon, Moulton or Whitby are your 4 options. And your time, it is up. I should imagine this will be quite high as well. Actually, a little bit lower, 42.9%. Yeah, we're talking Whitby. Bram Stoker stayed in Whitby in July 1890. He loved it so much that he featured it in the famous novel. And we've still got 100% for our top 5. Outnumbered Jen, the Skinner's Arms, Right Proper Vlad and Corneliu are your top 5 at the moment. I should imagine lots more of you are on 12 points as well. If you can just answer a little bit quicker than these guys, you will go to the top of the tree. 4 down. Still lots of people, 100%. Let's see how far you can get. Number 5. When did all British women over the age of 21 get the vote? When did all British women over the age of 21 get the vote? So a much more difficult question, I would say. This might shake things up a little bit. Time is up. 1928 is the correct answer. 36.8% of you getting it. It wasn't until the Equal Franchise Act of 1928 that women over the age of 21 finally got the right to vote. You had to be over 30 up until that point, from 1918, the end of World War I, up until then. Still top 5. And look, that man Bula has appeared. The Skinner's Arms outnumbered. Corneliu, Bula and Andre are your top 5 now. Bula, who has won 4 or 5 quizzes in a row. Will he make it another one tonight? All right, next question. Number 6. What is the most popular fish used to make fish and chips? Don't tell me that the British cuisine isn't absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but yum, yum, yum. Cod is the correct answer. 69% of you getting it right. Traditionally, cod, haddock, or sometimes flounder are used to make fish and chips, but by far the most popular is, of course, cod. Skinner's Arms outnumbered. Corneliu, Andre, and Trond, who comes into the top 5. Well done to you. You're all on 18 points. After 6 questions, you are all 100%. I'm sure some more of you have 18 points as well. Skinner's Arms leads the way. And here is your next question, number 7. What was the last band to win the Eurovision Song Contest for the UK? What was the last band to win the Eurovision Song Contest for the UK? Now, obviously, it's a question about the UK before you say, but Great Britain doesn't enter the Eurovision. So who was it? Oh, we didn't catch any of you out. I really thought lots of you would go for Bucks Fizz there, but no. Katrina and the Waves is the correct answer. 1997, Love Shine a Light. They won by 70 points over our nearest rivals, Ireland. And, oh, look. All of a sudden, just 4 people with 100% record here. Outnumbered, the Skinner's Arms, Trond, Andre, all on 21. Lilibet, what a lovely little name. Lilibet, you are in 5th place as it stands. Welcome to the top 5. Here comes question number 8. Who is the patron saint of Scotland? Who is the patron saint of Scotland? Again, might not be too tricky for some of you, but we have got some more tougher ones coming up. We are on our 8th question, and St Andrew is the correct answer. 77.5% of you getting it, and still 4 of you 100% with your answer so far. Outnumbered the Skinner's Arms, Trond and Andre in that order, and Lilibet manages to hold on to 5th place still. I'm sure there's lots of people that are on 21 points, but you are there because you answered that one quickest. So, what do I... 8 questions, not bad. Anytime we reach 10 questions and somebody's still 100%, I think that's quite impressive. So, 2 more to go. Let's have a look at number 9. Which English football club had a statue of Michael Jackson outside their stadium between 2011 and 2013? Andre's cheering Andrew. Fans of St Andrew. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, it was some dark days for my football team, Fulham. 69.2% of you knowing that Mohammed Al Fayed did indeed install that statue. It's in the Football Hall of Fame now, in the museum, the Football Museum Hall of Fame, or whatever they call it in the UK. Just 3 people now, 100%. Outnumbered the Skinner's Arms and Trond. Lilibet moves up a place. Family Terp. Craig being a Chelsea fan, I'm sure he revelled in that question and enjoyed answering Fulham. Yeah, that's your top 5. Anyway, here's your next question, number 10. Which British comedy character owned this car? Look at the picture. Warner, it's because Mohammed Al Fayed and Michael Jackson were very, very good friends. Michael Jackson came to one game, just one game once. But they were good friends. It was when he died. Mr. Bean, that is Mr. Bean's car. I thought that might catch a few of you out. I thought some of you might think it was Basil Fawlty's car if you've watched Fawlty Towers, but no. 84.3% of you smashing that one. However, just 2 people remain 100%. But well done, you've got to 10 questions. Skinner's Arms and Trond, both on 30. Lilybet moving up ever so slightly, outnumbered 27. Mr. Cutting Crew, who I want to win all of a sudden because he has the Tunbridge Angels badge as his little avatar there. Well done, mate, you're in the top 5. Here's number 11. Where would a Cockney wear Gregory's? Where would a Cockney wear Gregory's? Now we're getting into some proper British questions. Dick Van Dyke there, as Cockney as they get. Not. On his eyes, 14.5%. Gregory's are Cockney rhyming slang for glasses, as in Gregory Peck's specs. Got me Gregory's. Just get me Gregory's on. I'll get me readers. Get me Gregory's on. Anyway, no more 100% there. Look, outnumbered. Skinner's Arms, Mr. Cutting Crew and Trond all on 30, and Lilybet has 27. I'm amazed that we caught so many of you out. I thought some of the Brits would know that. Never mind. Here's number 12. Multiple answer. Select 3 albums released by the band Queen. Select 3 albums released by the band Queen. I'll have a sip of water. So one of the greatest British bands in history, if not the greatest. That's up for argument, isn't it? We were looking for the top 3, actually. News of the World, A Day at the Races, and The Miracle. Those were your top 3 answers there. If you got them all, you got 9 points. If you got just 2 of those, you got 3. If you only got 1, I'm afraid you got a big fat 0. Hysteria was by Def Leppard, and Hunky Dory by Bowie. Mr. Cutting Crew goes into the lead, and he has a lead of 3 points over Mrs. John. Welcome to the top 5, 36 points, outnumbered 36, Family Turp 36, and Tron 36. So when you look at this, 12 questions, super close. That's how we love it. Number 13. Click on the answer, please. Which of the following served as the British Prime Minister for the longest period? So make sure you confirm your answer as well to enter it. Your time, it is up. And the correct answer is indeed Margaret Thatcher. 53.2% of you getting that right. She became Prime Minister in 1979 and stayed for 11 years and 208 days. I think she's 7th on the list of all-time serving Prime Ministers in the length of service. But yeah, from that list, it was Thatcher. Mr. Cutting Crew, 42. Outnumbered, 39. Mrs. John, 39. Family Turp, 39. And Trond, 39. Just one correct answer separating our top 5. Possibly even more of you if you also have 39 points. Here's number 14. What should you do with Spotted Dick? What should you do with Spotted Dick? Now, apologies, some of these questions might come across as quite easy for the Brits, but that's just the luck of the draw. Eat it is the correct answer, and 84.7% of you getting that one right. Bless. 1.4% of you genuinely press show it to a doctor. That's okay. Now, I love Spotted Dick, I really do, and you can cut that and turn that into your ringtone if you want, but it's one of the greatest things to eat. It really is. Anyway, Mr. Cutting Crew, 45, outnumbered 42, Mrs. John, 42, Family Turp, 42, and Tron has 42, and that is your top 5 as we hit question number 15. You don't know what you're missing, Warner? What item of clothing is associated with Windsor, Prince Albert, and Simple? What item of clothing is associated with Windsor, Prince Albert, and Simple? It's a tie, as in a necktie, 57.6%. Windsor, Prince Albert and Simple are simply the types of knots that you have in your tie. And it's still our same top 5. Mr. Cutting Crew with a 3-point lead over outnumbered Mrs. John, Family Turp and Trond. All of those players there on 45. And Warner, I need to bring you some Spotted Dick back. You can buy it in a tin. I'll get you some next time I'm in the UK, and I promise you, you will love it. 15 down, 35 to go. Here's number 16. Look at the picture. Which British artist painted that painting? Which British artist painted the painting that you can see on your screens? And your time, it is up. Now, it's an incredibly famous painting for one particular reason. It was by David Hockney, and 62% of you getting it right. Portrait of an Artist, or Paul with Two Figures, from 1972. And in November 2018, it sold for $90.3 million, which is the highest price ever paid at auction for a painting by a living artist. Just like that, we've got a four-way tie. Outnumbered, Mrs. John, Mr. Cutting Crew, and Family Terp all have 48, and Lilibet, my favourite name so far, has 45. Next question. What is the smallest mammal in Britain? What is the smallest mammal in Britain? Oh, Andre, I'm so sorry to hear about your internet, mate. It does suck. Luckily, we've got a really strong link here, but really sorry about that. Pygmy shrew is the correct answer, and that is a pygmy shrew. And just pay attention to that picture. He's barely half a finger long. They are teeny, absolutely teeny. Average weight of 4 grams. 47.9% of you getting it right. And it's Mr. Cutting Crew just ahead of Family Terp, but they have the same score of 51. Lilibet, 48. Outnumbered, 48. Mrs. John, 48. We have got a close one this evening. Yeah, it is a lovely little thing, isn't it? Really, really cute. Number 18. Thanks to a rule that dates back to the 1300s, the Queen technically owns all of the what in the waters around Britain. We've given you a couple of extra seconds here. No, Nige. I mean, you'd need to eat 7 or 8 of those. Whack it in a Donna. What am I saying? Dolphins is the correct answer. 40.3% getting it right. She also owns sturgeons, porpoises, whales, and of course dolphins. A lot of people think that she owns all of the swans, but that's not true. She only owns the swans on most of the Thames. She doesn't necessarily own all of them in the country. Family Terp into the lead, 54 points. Well done to you guys. Outnumbered, second place, 51, and you are tied with Mr. Cutting Crew and Right Proper Vlad. They've got 51. Lilibet, 48. Number 19. Which of these films did not have any scenes filmed in Britain? I would say she probably does own The Mermaids. Anything within 3 miles off the coast of the UK. Time's up. How have you answered? It is indeed Mary Poppins. The Shining, apart from the exterior, was all shot in the UK. Batman Begins was shot in the UK as well, as was Avengers Endgame. Mary Poppins, none of it was filmed in the UK whatsoever. It was all filmed at the Walt Disney Studios in California. Mr. Cutting Crew back into the lead, but he's tied with Family Terp. Tansley Clan coming into the top 5 with 51. Outnumbered, 51. And Jen is back into the top 5 with 51. And it's just one correct answer separating all of them. What a quiz. Here's number 20. According to a 2019 report, what is the most popular crisp flavour in Britain? Yeah, we call them crisps. They call them chips where I'm living at the moment. But they're crisps. Cheese and onion is the correct answer, and shame on you for saying salt and vinegar. They're vile. In my world, they're vile. I cannot stand salt and vinegar crisps. I really can't. Love a cheese and onion. Love a ready salted. Cheese and onion has been the nation's favourite and the best-selling for many, many years. Mr. Cutting Crew, 57. Tansley Clan, 54. Outnumbered, 54. Family Terp, 54. Jen, 51. Hard to believe, Natasha, but I promise you, we love cheese and onion. Next question. Coming up, number 21. What is the longest river in Great Britain? What is the longest river in Great Britain? That's because they're not French fries, Warner. We call them chips because they're chips. They are chips of a potato. French fries is just an abomination and a terrible name for what are essentially also chips. Severn, the River Severn at 220 miles is the longest river in Great Britain. The River Thames is 5 miles shorter, and it's still a close one. But Mr. Cutting Crew has a bit of a lead now. 60 points, 3 points over the Tansley Clan, outnumbered than the Family Terp, who all sit on 57. And Jen, you've got 54. Alina coming in with the first Friends reference of the evening with 777. That's it, Natasha. You tell her. Number 22, which British novelist has appeared on £10 notes since 2017? Warner, as you'll learn, we're very particular about people talking about French fries and chips. They are completely different. We get quite het up about it. So who's on the back of that £10 note? It's Jane Austen, 45.2% of you getting it right. She replaced Charles Darwin, who was withdrawn from circulation in 2018. They were both in circulation for about 10 or 11 months. Mr. Cutting Crew, 63. Tansley Clan, 60. Outnumbered, 60. Family Terp, 60. And Jen, 57. Oh, I love it when it's this close. We're 22 questions in, and it is literally 6 points separating first and fifth. Couple of Brits in there as well, which is nice to see. Don't worry about it, Warner. But don't do it again. Number 23. What are these people chasing? Look at the picture. What are these people chasing? A sheep, a haggis, a football, or a cheese? Don't you worry, Warner. We're going to talk about cups of tea soon. That will kick off again. They're chasing a cheese, and that's how famous the cheese rolling event at Coopers Hill is. 88.9% of you getting it right. Yeah, there's massive injuries there every year. It used to be that just people from Brockworth, the local village there, were the only people that were allowed to take part. But now people come from all over the world to try and catch that cheese that is rolled down that incredibly steep hill, and people break bones all the time. Mr. Cutting Crew, Tansley's, outnumber Family Turp and Jen, still your top 5, and we hit question number 24. What was the surname of the English physician and scientist that created the world's first vaccine in the 18th century? Fraser, Ball, Jenner, or Kardashian? I think they do a ceremonial cutting of the cheese, Mihai. I'd be cutting the cheese at the top, to be honest, looking at the size of that hill. Jenner is the correct answer. Edward Jenner, I'm proud to say I am named after him. That is my middle name and my surname. And 65.2% of you getting it right. They say that Edward Jenner, I'm very proud of this, has possibly saved more lives in history than any other human being that ever lived. Mr. Cutting Crew, 69. The Tansley Clan, 66. Outnumbers, 66. Family Turp, 66. And Jen has 63. Oh, yeah, Kardashian. I think that was in Star Trek, wasn't it? Well spotted, Warner. Number 25, who now owns the engagement ring Prince Charles gave to Diana Spencer in 1981? Who now owns the ring that you can see in the picture? Somebody's got it, but who? And the correct answer is this young lady here, Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. 65.7% of you getting it right. The ring with 14 solitaire diamonds and a 12-carat sapphire was given to her by Prince William, and she now wears it. And yeah, rather lucky she is too to wear that. Mr. Cutting Crew still just keeping that slight lead over the Tansleys, outnumbered Family Turp, and then Jen one question back on 66. That is your top 5. Let's see if anybody else can get in there. We're looking for another multiple answer question. It's coming soon. Here's number 26. Which of these is not a real place name in the county of Kent, which is my home county? So, real places. Which one is the wrong one? Now, sometimes the answer is incredibly obvious, and the answer you're going to kick yourselves is Mount McKinley, which, of course, most of you will know is the old name for the highest mountain peak in North America, now called Denali. Trolling Downhill, No Name Street, and Pratt's Bottom were some of the cleaner names that I could put on there. We have got some incredibly rude place names in the UK, not just in Kent. All of those are genuine places. Pratt's Bottom's not far from where I grew up. Mr. Cutting Crew, 75. Tansley's, Family Turp, both on 72. Outnumbered and Jen following. Here's number 27. If a Geordie is getting mortal, what are they doing? It sounds like a riddle that the Riddler would give to Batman. So if a Geordie is getting mortal, what are they doing? A lot of you are going to guess this. No, they're getting drunk, getting married. I love the fact loads of you went for that. But no, they're getting drunk, going to get mortal. Tansley's, Mr. Cutting Crew, Family Turp, all tied on 75, outnumbered 72. Jen has 69. It's actually Coburn Street, Vlad. You know how to spell it correctly. There you go. Natasha used to live on Blue Balls Lane. Nothing wrong with that. Number 28. Select 3 teams that have won the Premier League the most times since 1992. A wonderful football question. You know how much you love the football questions. Click on 3 of those answers. Yeah, Coburn. It's Cockburn, let's just be honest. It is. Man United, Chelsea and Manchester City are your 3 correct answers there. Man United won it 13 times, Chelsea 5, Man City 4. Arsenal 1 behind them on 3. They're looking quite good though, aren't they, at the moment? Liverpool just the once last season. And just like that, the Tansley clan go into the lead. But when you look at how close this is, Tansley's outnumbered, Mr. Cutting Crew, Family Turp, all have 81. And Jen is just 1 correct answer off them on 78. Wow. Here's number 29. Traditionally, when making a cup of tea, should you add milk first or last? And this is where it's all going to kick off, I know. But I have got a perfectly reasonable explanation for the answer. It's going to be 50-50 down the middle here, I would imagine. And thankfully, 59.2% of you know exactly what you're doing. Always put the milk in last. Always. There's good reason for it. Inferior China cups in the olden days would crack, you see. And so to show how much money they had, the aristocracy with their expensive china would put the milk in last to show that they could do it. But also, it's to so you can check on the strength of the tea. Honestly. Always last. Well done if you got it. Tansley's and Family Terp ahead of outnumbered Mr. Cutting Crew and Jen. Ooh. That was a rant, I'm sorry. Number 30, what are the initials of this British actress? Please enter a 2-letter answer in the box. Who puts milk in a bowl before cereal? What? No, that's a joke. Who would do that? OC are the correct initials of Olivia Colman, who was the winner of the Best Actress Oscar in 2019. Gave that brilliant speech where she blew a raspberry when they were trying to wrap her up and get her off. Like that. Fantastic. Love it. Tansley clan having a right old tussle with the Family Terp. Outnumbered in third with 84. Mr. Cutting Crew is still hanging around. And good evening to Ariel Souls, young Catty, who had a third place last Wednesday. She's into the top 5 for the first time this evening. Well done, you. 20 questions to go. Number 31. Besides tennis, what other sport is played at the All England Club, Wimbledon? And that is the All England Club, Wimbledon, in the picture. It's not a trick question. We are talking about the place famous for the Wimbledon tournament. What other sport is played there? Croquet is the correct answer, and a massive 67.1% of you getting it right. And in fact, croquet was played there 9 years before tennis was. But they do use the croquet lawns for practice tennis courts during the Wimbledon fortnight and just before when they're practicing as well. No separating the Tansleys and Family Terp, though, both on 90, outnumbered 87. Mr. Cutting Crew is tied with Aerial Souls. They're both on 84 points. Still super close. Here's number 32. Which of the following is not one of the in-betweeners? So it's a British TV show question. If you haven't seen this show, you are the lucky one because you get to watch it. You get to watch it from the start, having never seen it. But anyway, have a guess, A, B, C or D. Make sure you confirm. And the answer was B, and a huge 58.8% of you getting it right. That is Gavin from another wonderful show called Gavin and Stacey. And I urge you, if you are living overseas and you have never watched The In-Betweeners, thankfully Catalin has, please go and watch it. And the same with Gavin and Stacey. They're just two of the greatest modern comedy shows that we've produced in the UK. Tansleys and Family Terp still tied, outnumbered Mr. Cutting Crew and Aerial Souls, so it's as you were. And we've gone to penalties in the football. Here's your next question. Which Beatle crossed Abbey Road first on the cover of their famous album? Which of them was at the front? Alina, you have to watch The In-Betweeners. You would love it. You would just love it. John is the correct answer, 46.6%. He was the first to cross the road. It was taken, that photo, just in 10 minutes. Literally, a British copper just hold the traffic up. They managed to reel off 6 pictures and got that iconic shot. Just amazing. Tansleys are outnumbered and Family Terp are all tied on 93. Mr. Cutting Crew fighting back. He's just one correct answer off the top spot. Aerial Souls is still there in 5th place with 87 points. And here is number 34. Which company is the current sponsor of the London Eye? Now, this is a tricky one. One of those companies does indeed sponsor the London Eye. So it's called the something London Eye. But which one? All right, time's up. It's lastminute.com. British Airways did, but not for a couple of years now. Lastminute.com, 34.7% of you getting that one right. And actually, our top 4 all got it wrong, allowing Aerial Souls to catch up a little bit. It's now Tansleys, outnumbered, and Family Terp all on 93, with Mr. Cutting Crew and Aerial Souls on 90. And we're 34 questions in. I don't think we've ever had one this close. Will it stay this way? Every question is going to be vital here. Here is your next question. This is question number 35. In what year of the 2000s was the mockumentary sitcom The Office first broadcast? Please put a 4-digit answer using your keypad. 4-digit answer. It's in the 2000s, so you can narrow it down to 1 in 9. 2001 is the correct answer. That was a tricky one, that. And wow, look at this. Only 15% of you getting it. Our top players didn't, but Exquizme did. And from nowhere, Exquizme has jumped up to have a share of first place. Tansleys outnumbered Family Terp and Exquizme all on 93. Mr. Cutting Crew, one correct answer off them on 90. Yeah, 2001, probably the greatest show ever made by Ricky Gervais, I would say. There's one for arguing. Number 36. What is the shortest distance between two adjacent stations on the London Underground network? So station to station, what's the shortest distance between two of them? All right, time is up. Another tricky question, but we need a few of these. 260 metres is the correct answer. It's 20.5% of you getting it, and it's between Leicester Square and Covent Garden, which I'm sure a lot of you knew. And it costs £4.90 to travel that, and it takes like 4 minutes to walk it. But it is by far one of the most popular journeys for tourists. What are you going to do? Outnumbered lead the way with Family Turp, both on 96. Tansley's 93. Exquisme 93. Mr. Cutting Crew has 90. That is your top 5 as we go to question 37. John Bonham played drums for which English rock band? Simple question. So John Bonham was the drummer for which English rock band? Look at that dude. What a legend. Led Zepp is the correct answer here. For who? No, it was Led Zeppelin. 56.5% of you getting it. And we really have got a proper battle here. They're approaching 100 points. Outnumbered, still in the lead from Family Turp. Both on 99. The Tansley clan are there with 96. Exquisme are tied with them on 96. And Mr. Cutting Crew, who's having a great quiz, he's got 93. That is your top 5. We've still got 13 questions to go. Loads of points to be had. And here is question number 38. The world's first colour photograph was taken by James Clerk Maxwell in 1861 in which British country? England, Scotland or Wales? Now I'm calling our nations countries, even though, strictly speaking, before anybody wants to get into it, I know they're not. But England, Scotland or Wales? Scotland is the correct answer. If you just look at the picture, you'll kick yourselves if you got it wrong, because it was rather suitably a picture of a tartan ribbon. Scotland then, correct answer, 47.9% getting it, and the Family Turp take the lead. They crossed that 100-point barrier, and they have 102. Outnumbered in second with 99. The Tansley clan, 96. Mr. Cutting Crew has 96. Aerial Souls back into the top 5. She's got 96 as well. 12 questions remain. Here comes number 39. Which of these James Bond actors was born in Wales? 5 options on this one. Well, it's a ribbon that's tartan, Warner. What the F is a tartan ribbon? So I'm sure you know what ribbon is, and I'm sure you know what tartan is. Just put them together. Tartan ribbon. Timothy Dalton is the correct answer. Now, some of you went for Sean Connery, one of the most famous Scottish people in history. But never mind. 30.6% of you was born in Colwyn Bay, North Wales. Family Turp get it. 105. Outnumbered 102. Tansley clan 99. Exquisme 99. And Mr. Cutting Crew down to 5th. But still having a good quiz on 96 points. What the is a tartan ribbon? Really? Number 40. What is the most popular pub name in Britain? What is the most popular pub name in Britain? Another tricky one. Time is up. The Red Lion is the correct answer here, and the majority of you getting it. Well done, 32.4%. There are currently, as of today, 556 Red Lion pubs in Britain. Wow, look at this. It's still the Family Turp out in the lead. 108 points, outnumbered 105. The Tansley clan 102. Mr. Cutting Crew moves up a place again, 99. He's got Aerial Souls tucked in there with him, also on 99 points. Those two approaching the 100 barrier. But it's Family Turp that lead with 10 questions to go. We're on the home straight. Here's number 41. What is the combined age of the Rolling Stones? Now, look, I've had to put a couple of these really tricky ones in, because look how close it is. We have to have some tricky ones to try and separate you guys. What is the combined age of the Rolling Stones? 305 is the correct answer. 27.5% of you getting it right. So, sorry, I put 302 in the answer there, but it's not. It's 305 because I checked and they've actually had some birthdays. Oh, anyway. Outnumbered 108, back into the lead. Family Turp 108, Tansley Clan 102, Exquisme 102, Mr. Cutting Crew, you've got 99. Mick Jagger's 77 now. Charlie Watts is 79, the drummer. Wow. Yeah, we all miss the pubs, Natasha. They're reopening on Tuesday for us. We can go indoors. Which of these is not the title of a posh British magazine? Which of these is not the title of a posh British magazine? Every question is vital now for our top players. Pug and Poodle is the correct answer. 23.6% of you getting it right. Dolce Vita Diamond is one of the most obnoxious magazines you will ever see. Horse and Hound did feature in the movie Notting Hill, but it's a real magazine. Pug and Poodle, No, we don't have a Pug and Poodle magazine, I'm afraid. Outnumbered then, still lead, 111, Family Turk 108. These two have pulled away a little bit from the tie here with the Tansley Clan 102, Mr. Cutting Crew 102 and Exquise Me 102. But it's not over yet, 8 to go. Number 43. How many of the original members of Monty Python are still alive? Please enter a one-digit answer. Now, obviously, it's 6 or less. We've put them all in the picture there. And the correct answer is 4. 28% of you getting it right. John Cleese, Terry Gilliam, Eric Idle, and Michael Palin. Graham Chapman and Terry Jones have passed on. And if anybody wants to read my little note there, I'm hoping that you will get the gag. Outnumbered, 114. Family Turk, 111. Mr. Cutting Crew, 105. Exquise Me, 105. The Tansley Clan dropping back ever so slightly. Have they blown it? 102. Arsenal have won the Community Shield. Well done to Arsenal. Here's your next question. Which of these is not a model of car made by Rolls-Royce? Thank you, Warner, for picking up on the Dead Parrot sketch that I put into the notes there. I didn't think anybody would get that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. So Phantom Ghost, Spectre and Wraith were your options, and the correct answer here is Spectre. 40.3% of you nailing that one, and it's still super close here. We just can't separate these guys. Look, outnumbered though. You've got a slight advantage of one question, 117 points. Family Turp, 114. You've got a 9-point lead over the next 3 players, which, will that be enough to keep you in second place? We will see. Tansley's, Mr. Cutting Crew and Exquise Me, all on 105. But look, still 6 questions to go, and one of them has multiple answers. Still anyone's quiz, I think. Here is number 45. Alnwick Castle in Northumberland appeared frequently in which of the following? Your 4 answers are on your screen. So 2 films or 2 TV shows there to go for. Series of films, should I say, and obviously TV series. Harry Potter is the correct answer. That is Hogwarts that you can see there. It was used as Hogwarts, both exterior and interior, in all of the Harry Potter movies. 36.8% of you getting it, and outnumbered still leads 120 from Family Turk 117. The Tansley Clan are now clear in third place from Mr. Cutting Crew on 105, and Aerial Souls is also on 105. So yes, if you're a Potter fan, that is the real Hogwarts. That's where you've got to go if you want to see it. Here is number 46. Which of these is the biggest supermarket chain in the UK? A tricky question if you're not in the UK, but still take a guess. Make sure you confirm your answer. It will ask you to confirm it. A, B, C or D, Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco or Morrison's? The biggest supermarket chain is Tesco. You've done your homework. 73.9% of you getting it right. It's not only the biggest in the UK, they're the 3rd biggest retailer in the world measured by gross revenues. Isn't that something? I never knew that until I researched it. Anyway, it's still outnumbered who are clinging to that lead. 123 points. Family Turk 120. It's now a 12-point gap back to Tansley's, Mr. Cutting Crew and Aerial Souls. But we do have a prize, remember, for 3rd place. So, right old fight. Here is number 47. What was invented in the late 19th century by the German scientist Justus von Liebig as a byproduct of the beer brewing process? I gave you a few extra seconds here because of the long question. He invented a British product, but what did he invent? Now, it breaks my heart to say this, but he invented Marmite. Yeah, Marmite was invented by a German, and it's a sticky brown yeast extract. I'm sure some of you know that. Incredibly salty and absolutely wonderful. Well done if you got that one right. Not only was it invented by a German, it has a French name, but it's a British product. Outnumbered 126, Family Turk 123, Tansley's, Mr. Cutting Crew and Aerial Souls. You've all got 111 and you are fighting for that 3rd place, but it looks as though our winner will come from Outnumbered and Family Turk here. Number 48. What name was given to this famous 1933 photo that supposedly shows the Loch Ness Monster? It has a very specific name, that photo. And it is one of your 4 options there. And the correct answer is surgeon's photograph. Look at this, 63% of you getting it. Well done. Purely because the gynecologist that published it didn't want his name to go in. So the Daily Mail that published it decided to call it the surgeon's photograph. Anyway, surgeon's photograph is the correct answer. Outnumbered still, that 3-point lead. 129, Family Turk 126, and then the Tansley's, Mr. Cutting Crew and Aerial Souls, you're all still tied. You've all got 114. Here is your penultimate question. It's an important one. Number 49. What is the name of the British aristocratic family in Downton Abbey? Never watched Downton Abbey in my life on account of being a man. Oh, that was a sexist comment, wasn't it? Wait for the comments to come in. What am I saying? I apologise. Just not my thing. Crawley is the correct answer. Wow, lots of Downton Abbey fans here. 79.2% of you getting that one. And it will go down to the final question tonight. Outnumbered then, 132. Family Turp, 129. You guys are going to fight for first and second. And then our third place is going to come possibly from the Tansley's, Mr. Cutting Crew and Aerial Souls. You're all on 117. Your final question tonight is worth 9 points. It will be multiple answer. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Question 50. Select 3 actors that appear in the movie Love Actually. I apologise, Mihai. I'll watch it one day. Very sorry, very sorry. So look, 3 actors that appear in the movie Love Actually. Get them all for 9 points. If you only get 2, you just get the 3. Will this affect our top 5? Okay, so the correct answers we were looking for are Liam Neeson, Emma Thompson, and the brilliant Billy Bob Thornton, who played the US President. 9 points if you got them all. And here are your final results. And it is a win for Outnumbered on 141 points. Well done to you. You take the win, but it was a real battle with the Family Turp, who pick up second place this evening. Runners-up spot going to you guys, and hopefully I'll be seeing you later. But Outnumbered, let's give you what you deserve. 3, 2, 1... And there are your sparkles and your confetti all the way from the Royals. Down to you. Tansley Clan, brilliant quizzing from you. You will get the third place prize tonight on 126 points. Aerial Souls, so unlucky, Catty. You finished on the same score, but you were just slightly slower on that final question. Mr. Cutting Crew, brilliant quizzing from you, my man, and I think that's your best quiz since you joined us for our regular quizzes. 5th place for you. Exquiz Me. Sally Sousa's birthday. Happy birthday to Sally Sousa, one of our regulars when I did my charity quiz in the UK, and now joining us here for our worldwide quiz. Thank you so much for coming over, and happy birthday to you. La Musian, as we say over here. Mrs. John, James and Lilibet made up your top 10 this evening. Well done, you guys. Let's have a quick peek at the prizes you're going to get. So Outnumbered, drop me a line. Let's get this prize to you. For your win tonight, you're going to get 200 lei for home delivery from El Torito, and the Family Turp, you will get 100 lei. You can enjoy those prizes for 2 of you from Monday evening. I will be sending your details off, but Outnumbered, Family Turp, make sure you send me your details, your phone number, so I can hook you up with that. Let's go over to our spot prizes and see if anybody picked up a spot prize. Do tell us in the feed if you did. So third place for London IQ game will go to the Tansleys. Well done to you. I'll save that for you. That will be for you. 10th place, Lilibet. Wherever you are, Lilibet, we've got the Gilliam-esque book by Terry Gilliam. That's coming all the way to you, wherever you are. If you are overseas, it will take some time until I'm back in the UK or wherever, but I will post it to you if necessary. The Jigsaw Puzzle will go to 20th. Nobody claiming that, I don't think. The Make Your Own Landmarks going to 30th. And the Sherlock t-shirt, which a few people have messaged me about. They wanted to win it. 40th we're looking for there. Nobody is asking for it just yet, but we will look at the game report and post about it in due course. What a quiz. Wasn't that fun? Let's have a quick peek there. So I'm getting so much abuse for not watching Downton Abbey. I'm going to watch it just as penance. All right, I was very naughty, and I will get round to watching it at some point. I apologize to everyone. Maggie Smith is one of my favorite actresses, though. I truly love Maggie Smith. She's a complete national treasure, as we say, and if she's in it, then it's well worth watching. What did I say about this film? Now, careful, Mav, it's not a film. See, you're jumping into this hole that I'm digging with me. Warner, don't worry about it. 48th, but best banter tonight, and you've got an imaginary bonus point to go with that. And look at this, we've got Brian, who was our winner tonight, Outnumbered. Well done to you, mate. And he was born in Alnwick, which is where the Harry Potter Hogwarts castle is. So that's rather lovely tonight. What a nice connection. 66th place for Warner, who had 66 points. That's quite tough to do. I don't know if anyone's ever managed that before. Poor old Arinush went out and come in late with the quiz. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that you missed it. But never mind. We've got some prizes for the Bakers, 20th and 30th tonight. Jane and Jamie, mum and daughter, picking up prizes. Should we just remind you what you won, 20th and 30th? What was it we're going to give away for 20th and 30th? Well, look, a jigsaw puzzle and the Make Your Own London Landmarks prizes. They're pretty cool, aren't they? So I'll have those both ready at Mojo for you if you want to come along and collect them. Anybody else? Oh, right, Mav. Okay. Mav was talking about Love Actually. He was running Love Actually down. That's surely far worse than me talking any crap about Downton Abbey, I'm sure. I haven't seen the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel on account of... I haven't seen it, that's all. I just haven't seen it. Not going to do it again. We've got some more prizes to give away, people. Come on now, let's have a look and see what we've got for you on the lucky wheel. Just a quick reminder, if you are one of our Patreons that is silver or gold, you're going to be on the wheel tonight. I'll just do a quick check in case we've got any latecomers. I don't think so. Nope, that's okay. 3 times you're on there if you're gold, once if you're on there as a silver Patreon, and we will head over to our wheel. The Tansleys are happy. Matt saw the cheese rolling on there. He's a Gloucester boy. Now, look what I've got behind me. We are giving away a Harry Potter prize, so I thought I'd stick the old scene on here of King's Cross Station and Harry on his journey to Hogwarts, where he passes through the platform 9 3/4. If you ever go to the station, you can actually, they have the trolley that you can see him pushing there, halfway in the wall with the little sign there, and you can go and pose and get a nice picture there. It's pretty cool. Right, first prize tonight. As I say, you can probably hear me rustling away. I've got bags upon bags upon bags of sweeties, all right? Loads of British sweeties to give away. First prize tonight will go to whoever comes up on the wheel. Let's get the wheel on my screen. And if you're ready with our red, white and blue wheel, I think we should have a little bit of a sing-song. Are you ready? Let's go. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Who's going to get the sweets tonight? Let's have a look. It's starting to slow down. Will it be you? I don't know. Here we go. The names are coming round. There's Ruxy, Daniela, Andre, Timia, Christian, Mihaela again. Gary. No, is it going to be Gary again? Anna. Or is it going to stay on Anna? Or is it going to creep onto Corneliu? Corneliu hasn't won a prize for ages. He was very lucky a while back. But he's a winner. Corneliu, you win candy, my man. I'm sure you're on the feed. Do let us know. You've just won the 3 big bags of British sweeties. I will bring them tonight. I am coming to Mojo tonight if you want to drop by and get them. If not, you can pick them up whenever I am there. Now, just to show that we are not cheating here, we'll shuffle, 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 just like that. All right, we have shuffled. And we will play for... Oh, this is quite nice, isn't it? Especially if you're a Potter fan. Here it is. So, you get the Harry Potter egg cup. And you see, you make your egg into Harry just like that with the little spoon and the toast cutter there, so that you can make Harry Potter toast as well. I'm going to give this away on the second spin to whoever's name comes up. Good luck to all of you. Corneliu, you could win a second prize. It's happened before. No, it hasn't happened before. 2 in 1. You never know. Let's spin. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Here we go, still spinning. I should have spun it for shorter time because I don't like singing. Anyway, it's slowing down. Let's see who's going to win the Potter prize tonight. There's Radika and Andre and Christian and Dutch Jim and Mihaela. There's Nigel. Corneliu again. Corneliu again. It's going to move on to young Jen. Is it going to hold? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We've got a winner, which is Jen, even though she's in the UK. I know you're going to be visiting over here very, very soon. So that means I'm going to keep your prize for you. And look at little Harry's face. He's made up for you. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Jen, you're a winner. I know you're in the feed. Do give us a shout. That would be nice. Right, those are your spins tonight. There she is. Bless her. Right, you've got yourself the Potter egg cup and toast holder. Right, I'm going to bring all of these prizes down to Mojo this evening. If you want to come and meet me there, let's have a look. It's 7:45 at the moment. I'll do the quick write up and head down. I should be there by about 9:30, I do hope. So if anybody wants to come along and pick up a prize from this quiz or for any of the quizzes that we've done, feel free to come and see me tonight and buy me a spring water because I'm not drinking alcohol. It was a fun quiz tonight and error-free. So as you can see, we do work hard on these quizzes to make sure that we give you the best possible service that we can, and we will return in September. Can you believe this? When we quiz again, it will be next week on the 2nd of September. Is it the 2nd? Oh, it is. My God, the 2nd of September on Wednesday night, when we return to normal and we do our normal general knowledge quiz. But I do hope that you enjoyed your British quiz tonight. Next week, I promise it will be the much awaited and much asked for Lord of the Rings quiz, which I will also be the guest writer for. But in terms of guest writing, we have got a few of you out there that are writing quizzes at the moment, including a religion quiz about both fake and real religions, which sounds fun. If anybody else would like to be one of our guest writers, all you've got to do, drop me a line and tell me what you would like to write the quiz on. And it can be on pretty much anything that you think people would be entertained by. You can even do subjects that we've already done before. We don't mind doubling up. We know that people want another literature quiz. We know that people always like Friends quizzes, etc., etc. We have got Seinfeld up our sleeve as well, but it would be nice to have things like this which aren't just about entertainment. So it's Lord of the Rings next week. Let's see if we can get anybody else coming in as a guest writer and doing some other ones as well. All right, Patreons, I absolutely love you. Remember, when you play these quizzes and when you support us, you're allowing us to keep surviving through this, whatever it is. The pubs are meant to be reopening in some way, along with restaurants here in Bucharest, in Romania, from the 1st of September. It doesn't mean that we can just suddenly go back to normal and go in there and quiz. We've got to wait and see whether the venue that we're planning on moving to, because we are going to a brand new venue for the quiz that we do here, whether we're going to be able to accommodate a certain amount of people, you know, because we know lots of you want to come along and play. So until then, because it has to be one or the other, I either do live quizzes or I do these online quizzes, and I don't want to stop the online quizzes for a while yet, because, you know, we want to be able to do quizzing properly, and the only way to do that is when we can really get back to normal. But watch this space. But for now, just keep supporting us, keep looking after us, and we'll keep doing our best to look after you. If you're coming to Mojo tonight, I will see you there. But whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for playing. I've been Mark, your Quizmaster, and I will see you again on Wednesday.